We all have a good 2022. We deserve one.
Well, so much for that, as the state's first family begins this new year on a sour COVID note that on December 22nd they did not anticipate. Over the holidays, Dr. Mark Mallory tested positive for the virus. Even before that, COVID was a part of his decision to retire 5 years earlier than anticipated.
This pandemic has taken a toll, and I think a lot of people, frankly, have done the calculation about the kind of work they want to do or whether or not they want to continue, especially if they're close to retirement.
After 3 decades as a dentist, he reports he was ready to move on.
I've been in the business for 35 years, and I wanted to leave at the top of my game. And I talked with Gretchen about it, talked with the rest of my family about it, and then I found a great person to take it over, Dr. Priyanka Watwi, and I thought, you know what, I'm ready to move on.
One of the things the good doctor moved on to was climbing to the top of the Big Mac Bridge. Not once, mind you, but twice.
I'll tell you, it was beautiful. I mean, the day we were up there, I've actually been up there twice now, and it's just breathtaking, and you don't want to be afraid of heights. You don't want to be claustrophobic either, because going up in that little elevator is quite a challenge, but I loved it. Hopefully I can go again.
During December, the governor and first gentleman pretty much stayed around the executive residence with the rest of the family. They chose not to watch in person her alma mater MSU beat Pitt in the Peach Bowl, and they both stayed away from the other game down at the Orange Bowl. And like many married couples readjusting to their spouse not being at the office every day, the governor recounts this conversation with the first hubby.
He asked me the other day, he's like, does it make your days feel longer knowing that I'm here, hanging out with the dogs? And I said, yes, it actually does.
In addition to coping with COVID in the new year, the governor is running for re-election, and she and her husband have an understanding that he will stay out of her lane unless he is asked to enter it. So, Doc, are you ready to campaign with the governor next year?
If she wants me to, I'll be there.
Yeah, let's see.
As long as I don't have to speak or anything.
Mark is got his own field of practice and interest, and I think he'll join me on the trail for some things and not for others, and that's okay.
That's code for her husband will not be the linchpin of her re-election bid after he supposedly recovers from COVID. In Lansing, Tim Skubick, Fox 2 News.